It's Christmas time in 1967. A 6-year-old Lady Diana Spencer sits on the cold steps of Park House, her childhood home, located in the royal family's Sandringham estate in Norfolk. She's waiting for her mother Frances to come back home. It's a present she will never receive. Faith healer Simone Simmons writes in Diana, The Last Word, Christmas was always the worst of times for Diana. The season reminded her of her mother's departure. Born into immense privilege, Princess Diana's early holidays were outwardly joyful and magical, but the holidays were also a time of immense family strife. In Diana, Story of a Princess, Phil Craig and Tim Clayton recall the Christmas of 1967 when Diana's separated parents put on a united front for their 4 children, Diana, Sarah, Jane, and Charles. Frances had left John for Peter Shand Kidd, whom she later married in 1969. Embarrassing her powerful ex-husband, she'd moved to London and planned to take the younger children, Diana and Charles, with her after the holidays when John took away her custody of them. Frances recalled, he refused to let Diana and Charles return to me and applied to the court for their permanent return to Norfolk, and this was granted. The courts were closed for Christmas and I could do nothing. Princess Diana watched as the heartbreaking scene unfolded. Her 6-year-old self sat quietly at the bottom of the cold stone stairs at her Norfolk home, clutching the wrought iron banisters, while all around her there was a determined bustle. Andrew Morton further writes in Diana, her true story in her own words, she could hear her father loading suitcases into the trunk of the car, then Frances crunching across the gravel forecourt, the clunk of the car door being shut, and the sound of a car engine revving, and then slowly fading as her mother drove through the gates of Park House and out of her life. From then on, the children primarily lived with their father and spent some weekends with their mother. John tried to overcompensate by showering the children with expensive gifts at the holidays. Diana's father often packed her and Charles off to Sandringham, where they spent the holiday season. Diana recalled, we were always shunted over to Sandringham for the holidays. Used to go and see Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the film. We hated it so much. The atmosphere was always very strange, and when we went there, I used to kick and fight anyone who tried to make us go over there, and Daddy was most insistent because it was rude. Christmas at Althorpe, the Spencer estate, wasn't much better due to the presence of Diana's hated stepmother, Rain.